Have you ever wondered what secrets lie buried in the archives of the Soviet Union? Beyond the Cold War headlines and grand parades, there exists a world of strange science, bizarre projects, and unexplained phenomena. Today, we re-peeling back the Iron Curtain to explore some of the most peculiar secrets of the Soviet era. From psychic spies to cosmic conspiracies, get ready for a journey into the weird side of the USSR. Let's start with something straight out of science fiction, the Soviet Super Soldier program. While the idea of a Captain America-style hero is American, the Soviets had their own ambitions. Rumors and declassified fragments point towards research into enhancing human capabilities. This wasn't just about physical training. It involved exploring everything from pharmacology to psychological conditioning and even parapsychology. One alleged project, known as Project Soma, supposedly experimented with potent concoctions to eliminate fear and fatigue in soldiers, turning them into relentless fighting machines. While the full extent and success of these programs remain shrouded in mystery, the very fact that they were seriously considered shows a willingness to push the boundaries of human potential, no matter how strange the methods. It's a chilling reminder of how far a state might go in the pursuit of military superiority. Speaking of pushing boundaries, let's talk about psychic research. In the West, it was often dismissed as pseudoscience, but the Soviet Union took it very seriously. They believed parapsychology, or psychotronics as they sometimes called it, could be weaponized. The state poured significant resources into studying telekinesis, telepathy, and remote viewing. One of the most famous figures in this field was Nina Kulagina, a Leningrad housewife who could allegedly move small objects with her mind. Scientists filmed her under controlled conditions, capturing footage of her seemingly making compass needles spin and matches scatter across a table without physical contact. The KGB was intensely interested. They envisioned psychic spies who could read enemy minds, influence foreign leaders, or even disable electronics from thousands of miles away. While concrete proof of a psychic arms race is elusive, the sheer volume of research indicates a deep-seated belief that the mind itself could be the next great battlefield. Now, let's venture into the realm of medicine, where things get even stranger. Meet Vladimir Demikov, a brilliant but controversial surgeon known as a pioneer of transplantology. His work was groundbreaking, but also deeply unsettling. In the 1950s, Demikov performed a series of shocking experiments, the most famous of which involved creating a two-headed dog. He grafted the head, shoulders, and front legs of a smaller puppy onto the neck of a larger host dog. Incredibly, the resulting creature lived for a short time. Both heads were conscious. They could drink, react to stimuli, and even tried to bite each other. Demikov's goal wasn't to create monsters, but to solve the problem of organ rejection and perfect surgical techniques for human heart and lung transplants. In fact, his work heavily influenced Dr. Christian Barnard, who performed the world's first successful human-to-human heart transplant. Still, the images of his two-headed dogs are a haunting testament to a time when the quest for scientific progress sometimes veered into the macabre. From the lab to the cosmos, Soviet secrets also reached for the stars. We all know about Sputnik and Yuri Gagarin, but what about the things they didn't publicize? Enter the lost cosmonauts conspiracy theory. This persistent rumor claims that the Soviets launched several manned space missions before Gagarin's successful flight, all of which ended in disaster. The theory is fueled by recordings from two Italian brothers, Achille and Giovanni Giudica Cordiglia. These amateur radio operators built a listening station and claimed to have intercepted transmissions from dying cosmonauts lost in orbit. They recorded what they said was a frantic heartbeat, labored breathing, and even a woman's final, desperate message as her capsule burned up on re-entry. Soviet officials, of course, denied everything, dismissing the recordings as fakes or misinterpretations of unmanned test flights. While most historians are skeptical, the lost cosmonauts theory persists, a ghostly echo in the history of the space race, reminding us of the immense risks and potential hidden costs of reaching for the heavens. Let's stay in the sky, but a little closer to home. The Soviet Union had its own Area 51, a place of intense secrecy and UFO speculation. It was called Kapustin Yar, located in a remote region of southern Russia. This site was officially a rocket launch and development facility. But to UFO researchers, it was much more. Nicknamed Russia's Roswell, Kapustin Yar is at the center of legends about crashed alien spacecraft. One famous story alleges that in 1948, a silver, cigar-shaped object was shot down by a MiG fighter jet, and its wreckage, along with its alien occupants, was taken to a secret underground hangar at the base. Over the decades, numerous reports of strange lights, unidentified flying objects, and military scrambles have emerged from the area. Were these just tests of secret Soviet aircraft, or was something truly otherworldly being studied at Kapustin Yar? Like its American counterpart, the extreme secrecy surrounding the base has only fueled speculation, creating a lasting myth that blends Cold War paranoia with extraterrestrial curiosity. Finally, we delve deep underground into one of the most ambitious and mysterious engineering projects ever conceived, the Kola Super Deep Borehole. Starting in 1970, Soviet scientists began drilling into the Earth's crust on the Kola Peninsula, not for oil or gas, but for pure scientific knowledge. Their goal was to drill as deep as humanly possible to understand our planet's geology. For over 2 decades, they drilled, eventually reaching a staggering depth of over 12 kilometers, or 7.5 miles. It remains the deepest artificial point on Earth, but as they drilled deeper, strange things supposedly happened. Workers reported hearing unsettling sounds emanating from the borehole, which a sensationalist Finnish newspaper later dubbed the sounds of souls in hell. The story claimed that scientists had lowered a microphone into the hole and recorded the screams of the damned. Of course, this was pure fabrication, likely born from the extreme temperatures over 180 degrees Celsius that ultimately halted the project. But the legend of the well to hell stuck, transforming a remarkable scientific achievement into a terrifying piece of folklore, a perfect blend of Soviet ambition and supernatural horror. From psychic warfare and two-headed dogs to lost cosmonauts and a well to hell, the Soviet Union was a place of incredible contrasts. It was a regime obsessed with scientific rationalism, yet it poured resources into studying the supernatural. It projected an image of invincible power, yet its history is filled with whispers of secret failures and unexplained mysteries. These strange stories offer a unique window into a mindset driven by ambition, paranoia, and a relentless desire to conquer the unknown, no matter the cost. What other secrets are still locked away in dusty archives, waiting to be discovered? The truth, as they say, is often stranger than fiction. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the weird world of Soviet secrets. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you won't miss our next exploration into the unknown. See you next time.